Ever wondered how a single act of kindness can change lives forever? Don't forget to subscribe for more heartwarming stories like this one, and leave your thoughts in the comment below. Let us know what you think. The story begins on a hot summer day in a quiet town. An older man named Robert, who was wealthy and used to living comfortably, found himself stuck with a flat tire far from home. He tried calling for help, but had no signal. His air conditioner was barely keeping him cool as he sat there feeling frustrated and helpless. Pause. Just as he started to lose hope, he noticed someone walking toward him. A young boy, around 13 or 14, wearing an old t-shirt and worn-out sneakers. The boy stopped near the car, looked at the flat tire, and asked confidently, "Got a flat, sir?" Robert nodded, saying, Yes, I do." He explained that his phone wasn't working and he needed help. Pause. The boy smiled slightly and said, "I can fix that," before kneeling down to inspect the tire. Without hesitation, he opened the trunk, pulled out the tools, and got to work. His hands moved quickly, showing a level of skill beyond his years. Robert watched silently, feeling both grateful and humbled by the boy's calm confidence. Pause. When the job was done, the boy stood up, wiped his hands on his jeans, and simply said, "All done." Robert reached into his wallet and offered some money as thanks, but the boy shook his head politely. "Thank you, sir, but I don't need anything. Just happy to help." Pause. Robert stood there stunned, holding the bills in his hand as the boy walked away. That evening, sitting alone in his luxurious house, Robert couldn't stop thinking about the boy, the way he carried himself with dignity despite not having much. Something about the encounter stayed with him, gnawing at his mind. Pause. The next morning, Robert decided to find the boy. He drove back to where they had met and spent hours asking locals if they knew him. Finally, an elderly woman at a cafe mentioned the boy's name, Marcus. She told Robert that Marcus lived with his mom in a nearby town called Pineview. Pause. Pineview was small and nestled among rolling hills. When Robert arrived, he asked around until someone pointed him to a modest house on the edge of town. Hesitant but determined, he knocked on the door. A kind-looking woman answered. It was Marcus's mother. After introducing himself, Robert explained why he was there. Pause. Marcus's mom invited him inside. The house was simple but full of warmth. Family photos hung on the walls, and hand-drawn pictures decorated the living room. Out back, Marcus was fixing a fence. When he saw Robert, he looked surprised but greeted him warmly. Pause. "I came to thank you again," Robert said sincerely. But Marcus shrugged it off. "It wasn't a big deal," he replied. To Marcus, helping someone in need was just the right thing to do. Robert admired the boy's straightforward logic and realized how rare such selflessness was. Pause. Over lunch, Robert learned more about Marcus and his dreams of becoming an engineer. He listened intently as Marcus's mother shared stories about their tight-knit community. For the first time in years, Robert felt a deep sense of connection and belonging. Pause. After leaving Pineview, Robert made plans to get back to the family who had unknowingly given him so much. Within days, workers arrived at Marcus's house to renovate it. At first, Marcus and his mom were overwhelmed. "You didn't have to do this," she said, her voice trembling. But Robert insisted. "You gave me something priceless, a reminder of what truly matters." Pause. As the renovations progressed, Marcus became fascinated by the construction process. One of the workers even let him assist, sparking a new passion within him. Watching Marcus grow excited about learning, Robert felt a sense of purpose he hadn't felt in decades. Pause. By the end of the project, the house looked brand new. Neighbors came by to celebrate, bringing gifts and well wishes. Standing on the porch, Marcus's mom turned to Robert with tears in her eyes. "This isn't just a house anymore," she said. "It's a home." Pause. Before leaving, Robert placed a hand on Marcus's shoulder. "Never lose your kindness," he said firmly. "It has the power to change lives, including mine." Pause. And so, what started as a chance meeting turned into a lifelong friendship. Robert returned to Pineview often, finding joy in being part of Marcus's journey. Meanwhile, Marcus continued to dream big. inspired by the man who believed in him. Pause. Moral lesson. True wealth isn't measured by what you own, but by the kindness you share and the impact you make on others' lives. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more inspiring stories. And share your thoughts in the comments. What did you take away from this tale?